I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cause 10K to let it come see it. Hands at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, and I gang on my own. Get my way up, and I way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, and I gang on my own.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium.
Whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step in. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 20 carries, 107 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Potts. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll run on 1st down. Potts. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 60 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On 1st down, Potts. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Potts, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle they go. Friedman, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Play action. It's Jackson. Open man down the field is Landry. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A good pickup there at 22. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. And they'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Potts, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. He gets this one to Mechie. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. John Mechie, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Friedman.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you...
Okay, ready? Check 48.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And his throw here is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson about ready to take over once more. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
Jackson now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. 0 fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jackson steps away to his left.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Ramondre Stevenson, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, we stay in the AFC East. We head to Buffalo to see what's happening with the Bills. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Titans in that ball game. Derrick Henry, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Potts, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, and this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
So a little quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Potts.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Potts, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And now out come the Steelers.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd and 15. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Credit on that one defensively goes to Asante Samuel Jr.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Jackson on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
2nd and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. Potts, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. To throw is Jackson on first down.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down now, Potts.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Potts. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, Friedman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jackson throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down. Friedman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry.
8 yards to go on second down.
Back to throw again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoover. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finds Pickens outright. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They're going to look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Montgomery.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll set up a throw.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And the lead drops from 34 to 27. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
On 2nd down now, Friedman.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, Potts. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Potts, and not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Baltimore, it's a win here, their home opener, as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
myself in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards full of life.